What if I told you that one of the most talented scorers in basketball history, a two-time NBA champion, an MVP, and one of the most unstoppable offensive weapons we've ever seen, actually has one of the most disappointing careers in NBA history? This is the story of Kevin Durant, a man who should have been remembered as a top 5 legend. But instead, he'll always carry the label of a flop. Kevin Durant's story starts like a basketball fairy tale. 7 feet tall with the agility of a guard, a silky smooth jumper, and a natural scoring gift. From the moment he entered the NBA with the Seattle Supersonics, Durant was destined for greatness. Rookie of the Year, scoring titles, MVP trophies, All-Star appearances. On paper, this man checked every single box. But here's the thing. Basketball legacies aren't written on paper. They're forged in moments, in loyalty, in rings that mean something. And when it came to defining his career, Kevin Durant took shortcuts that turned him from a potential all-time hero into one of the game's biggest disappointments. KD was supposed to be that guy. When he and Russell Westbrook led the Oklahoma City Thunder to the NBA Finals in 2012, fans thought this was the beginning of a dynasty. Durant had a young core around him. Westbrook, Harden, Ibaka, and the city of Oklahoma had wrapped its arms around him like their savior. But when Harden was traded, things got tougher. Injuries piled up, and the Thunder had their ups and downs. Durant had his moment, 2014 MVP. That was supposed to be his takeover year, his "I'm coming for LeBron" statement, but it never materialized. Durant could never drag OKC over the finish line. And then came 2016, Game 6 against the Warriors. The Thunder had Golden State on the ropes, up 3-1 in the Western Conference Finals. This was it. Durant's shot at cementing his legacy, but instead, he disappeared. He and Westbrook choked away the series. The Warriors came back, 1-7, and the rest was history. Durant didn't just lose, he quit. When KD made the decision in 2016, it wasn't just a career move, it was a betrayal. Instead of running it back with OKC or choosing a new challenge, Durant joined the very team that had just embarrassed him. The 73-9 Golden State Warriors. And imagine this. You're one of the best players in the world. You're supposed to beat the champs, not join them. But KD took the easy road. And sure, it worked. He won 2 rings. He got 2 finals MVPs. But let's be honest, those championships mean nothing. They're hollow. Because everyone knows the Warriors didn't need Kevin Durant. He needed them. Steph, Klay, and Draymond had already proven they could win without him. KD was just a luxury piece, and no matter how many clutch shots he hit in those finals, the narrative was sealed. He wasn't the bus driver, he was just a passenger. So maybe Golden State was a mistake. Maybe Durant wanted to prove he could win on his own. Enter Brooklyn. KD left the Warriors in 2019 to start a new empire with Kyrie Irving. They had the talent, they had the hype, and then they added James Harden. People said this was going to be the most unstoppable offensive team in NBA history, but instead, Harden quit his way out. Kyrie refused to play half the time. And KD, he just couldn't lead. The Nets never even made a conference finals. His most iconic moment in Brooklyn? A foot on the line. A shot that almost beat the Bucks in 2021. Almost. Durant was supposed to silence the critics here. Instead, he gave them more fuel. Then came Phoenix. Another attempt to chase a ring the easy way. KD joined Devin Booker and Chris Paul in 2023, and when that didn't work, the Suns went all in with Bradley Beal. And yet again, the results were embarrassing. First-round exits, injuries, no chemistry. Durant wasn't lifting anyone up. He was just another star in the lineup, waiting for someone else to do the heavy lifting. For a guy who's supposed to be a top 10 player of all time, KD hasn't led any team to a championship. Every ring he owns is thanks to Steph Curry's Warriors. Everywhere else, failure. And this is where the truth hits hard. Kevin Durant is the most talented scorer the game has ever seen. But talent without leadership, without heart, without the ability to lift teammates, Durant didn't just fail to live up to expectations, he redefined failure for a superstar. LeBron James took broken teams to the finals. Kobe Bryant dragged the Lakers back to glory without Shaq. Giannis stayed loyal to Milwaukee and brought them a title. Durant? He ran from every challenge, and he never owned a franchise the way legends do. He never carried the weight. And when things got hard, he packed his bags. This is why, when we look back, Durant's legacy won't be about his scoring titles or MVP. It'll be about the snake move, the foot on the line, the wasted years in Brooklyn, the empty years in Phoenix. He had all the tools to be one of the greatest. And instead, he chose shortcuts. So, yes, Kevin Durant's career is one massive flop. Not because he wasn't great, he was. Not because he didn't win, he did. But because when history judges greatness, it doesn't just ask, what did you win? How did you win? And Kevin Durant never answered that question the right way. He could have been remembered as the man who dethroned dynasties, who built his own legacy brick by brick. Instead, he'll be remembered as the guy who joined the 73-9 Warriors and never proved he could do it on his own. For all his talent, for all his buckets, Kevin Durant's career is a reminder that greatness isn't just about what you achieve. It's about what you stand for. And in that sense, Kevin Durant didn't just fall short, he flopped.